Wonder why they care. I mean, there's got to be a reason why they care then.
She didn't do her hair and makeup yet.
She said photography. What are we in the 1930s?
Is that what she said? Is that what she said?
What are you photographing?
Is that what she said?
She doesn't know if I'm photographing or if I'm videoing or anything. Like she's on this end. What are you photographing? Stand still. I don't want it to smear.
You get punched in the face when you're not smeared. All right, how many cars? About 50? Yeah, they're going to be out. I think she got about torn up jeans.
Well, do you think you're going to get it if you walk up?
I've done it 2 times.
Well, do you have your phone?
That alley house that they have in Georgia. Straight that way long.
That house right there goes for $425,000 on the market. It's got a huge backyard.
Oh, that's what it says.
Yeah, so $500,000.
So they're probably more. You're moving the car. I like this song. My best friend's wedding. My best friend's death. My best friend's
Girl.
girl. My best friend's man. Girl.
Dancing down the street with this way blue eyes. Every new boy that you meet doesn't know the real surprise. Here she comes again when she's dancing with the starry sky. She'll here she comes again when she's dancing with the starry sky.
Y'all take PayPal.
That's the devil's laugh. We volunteered, sure I did. Is that a sign right there? Or is that our pickup line? She's probably a lesbian. I'm making up my own stories.
They got bread.
God, I hope we get some potatoes. Remember, potatoes go in the closet, not the fridge. I just hate how they throw the vegetables. Oh, please. Oh, I can't stand this fucking cabbage.
Yeah, the cabbage stuff is stupid.
Yeah, I know.
To give out cabbage, it's ridiculous. Whoever came up with
It's
that.
that time of the year, yeah, I know.
And they got Coke Zero, plenty of bread, and they probably won't run out of meat for a while.
With them.
This piano will play. Listen, you put cat food in the piano. The cat will play the piano. We will be millionaires. I'm telling you, we got to get a hold of this piano. We got to get a hold of this piano. You put cat food in the piano. The cat plays the piano. Cat food comes out. He learns how to play music. We will be so rich. We will have chocolate fountains coming out of the faucet. I'm telling you, there's a piano for cats. You put the cat food in the piano. He plays it. It's a miniature piano. It has a price. You can obtain it. It must be part of the Please Subscribe show. Piano. We're getting you a piano. We're putting cat food in the piano. You're going to learn to play.
That's a great cat.
You're going to learn to play the piano and make us millions. You understand? Not just laying there. Look at this cat. Look how untalented. He just lays there. Do something. Look. Try. Come on. All you do is eat. Do something. We got to get him a piano. You can hear all those cicadas. Let's try to see if it's going to rain. Gotta get some razors. And maybe some bifocals would be cool. Where the bifocals coming through right there. My friend Massey has a photo of him doing this. This is the best thing, so, you know, if you don't have bifocals. Bifocals are expensive. I don't even know where you find bifocals. I don't even know if you is that gray? Yeah, I think it's patches of gray. I'm just waiting to see this Brad Pitt Rambo movie where Brad Pitt's running around with a dog and a Rambo knife. It looks pretty good. It's like Lassie versus Rambo. Looks like a good one. Hopefully he doesn't scalp some of the bear. All right, so this is how Brad Pitt would talk to me. You got a pretty good Rambo movie with a dog. When do you talk? You got a dog? You got a Rambo? You got a Rambo knife? You got a dog? You got a good Rambo knife dog movie. There, you can do that. And then you eat something. See? Now you got Brad Pitt with the dog and Rambo knife. Yeah, we got a pretty good dog Rambo knife movie. It's like whenever they were acting like they were Italian from the Nazis. You got a good mountain climbing story. We don't like that. Well, they don't like that. But you got a good mountain climbing story with a dog and a Rambo knife. Yeah. You seen a river runs through it. You get it. I always think these are cool right here. Yeah, I don't know. Critter gets in the way. Partial plate number. We got another kind of movie. I think that's going to do anything. Shit, I'll give him my plate number. Just buy a system. Now, the guy was named Cole, and so I showed him that my name was Cole. So I showed him the first part of my YouTube page, because I had to prove my name was Cole, too, because I go by Jonathan. See? Jonathan. But really, I go by Cole. See, you learn. Over time, you watch every episode, you take notes. Then you know the vlog. Don't question me if you come to Comic-Con. Like, your thing only had 4 views. It doesn't matter. I'm here at Comic-Con. I got over 1,000 subscribers. I'm ready to go. Let's sign some autographs. What question you got? I never heard of the Please Subscribe show. Here it is. Subscribe. Now I'll sign my headshot. I got 500 more. I really do. I got 500 headshots waiting to be signed at a Comic-Con. I'm just waiting for the right time at the right moment to go to that Comic-Con for YouTube stars, and I'll be there with my table signing autographs, helping you out. And if you want to buy some ADT equipment, no problem. I got a QR to do that for you too, or you can just call me. I'll sign you up. If you want to leave a message I'll tell you what, if you want to leave a message on the comments, I'll get in touch with you. I'll find a way to I've done it before. It goes to my email, and I'll find a way to get in touch with you. And I'll call you up, and we'll set a time, do an appointment with a technician in your area with your local ADT rep. It could be out of state or even out of the country. They got ADT in the Pentagon. But if you go to the Comic-Con and you work for Vivint, don't go around my table. I'm ADT. Wonder what I'm eating? You'll find out. No more. Head, I deal with people like you every day, you nut. Get away from my car, psycho. So, yeah, I mean, here's the thing about wherever you're at. I don't care about your house. I don't care about your land. All of this was Native American land before you even arrived here. They're going to do two things. When they're pissed off, they are going to approach you. They're going to go to their car, or they're going to go to their mailbox. But if they come to your car, have them arrested. If they come to your car. If they try to enter your car, that's your private property. If they hold a gun at you and point it at you, you can have them arrested. Other than that, they're in an oversized apartment complex. That's what your house is, an oversized apartment complex. It's not a sacred ground to try to kill other people. That's what these new homeowners are about. They buy their property in order to kill. They got dogs and guns. That's fine. But they'll never approach. They're smart people. They're like the devil. They'll never approach your car directly. They'll go to the mailbox or they'll go to their car. It'll be positioned in a certain area. What they are is they're assholes. So this is what you want to do to prepare yourself and to protect yourself because of their holy, sacred real estate property. Remember, my real estate's in the sky. That's where my real estate's in. It's in the sky. You want to park away from their vehicle on the other side of the street, angled. So if you get there and they finish up their business and they go further off their property towards your vehicle, they're breaking the same law that they're trying to convince you of doing when you're safely trying to gain passage. I mean, you're safely trying to access passage to leave, right? So you don't want to park right by their vehicle ever. That's just setting yourself up. Second of all, don't park by their mailbox. Don't ever park by their mailbox because they're gonna come after you, but they're gonna only go to their mailbox or their car. Those are the two. You got to think about motivation. Because, you know, I wasn't trying to go after the guy, officer. I was just going to my mailbox. That's the direction, because you can get them on video. Or what you do is you don't park by their car. It's what cats do to dogs. And the dogs get hit by traffic and die. Because the cats outlive dogs. So what it is you have to angle it to where they pass their own vehicle and then they start to approach you. That's when they're showing aggression and they're going beyond their means of their property. They have their little property line that does not belong to them, okay? Their home, your house does not belong to you. It does not belong to you. You ultimately pay state money for that house. It ultimately does not belong to you. It doesn't matter if you have a mansion. It doesn't matter if you're Bradley Cooper or you're some bum that lives in like some Mexican Latinoville where you're like living with your mother in a house. It does not matter. It is not your property, okay? You're living in an oversized apartment complex. It just looks like a house. So what you do is angle your car because they're gonna go beyond their property. I'm like, come on, bring it. Let's go. They're gonna stay in their little box. You know why? Because that's why they're there all by themselves. And they have no respect for anyone. The ones that invite you in and show respect, that's a whole different story. But the ones that start stuff will go to their mailbox or they'll go to their car because they will be videotaped. Okay? We share the land. Now, when I'm president, we'll learn to share the land. All the new homeowners will learn that that is not their home. It is not the state's home. It is not the federal government's home. It's the Native Americans' home. That's the first thing that we'll learn. We'll learn to share with the appropriate person. Rib out. Now, as President of the United States, if you're not willing to share, then you will live in an oversized apartment. And you will be visited by my people. I will interview every single person in my cabinet. None of them will smoke marijuana or do any type of drug. Most of them won't even smoke cigarettes. They'll all be drug tested. I will check their history. If they have Native American heritage, they are welcome in the New Liberty Party immediately. All Native American tribes of the United States of America, because I am Apache. There's one thing that you do not want to mess with in war. Ask any soldier. Ask any, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, which I don't have to go to war. I don't have to declare war. They know who I am. They know me by name. Some of their drill sergeants have me mention to who I really am. But I'm going to explain something to you, my friend. Any battle in any war across this entire nation, which we control as a great, powerful nation, will tell you, you do not want to run across an Apache. They fly low to the ground. They have night vision, smart missiles, and they have machine guns that they cannot outgun. They do not want to come across an Apache. That's why they're named an Apache. A long, long time ago, when you were robbing us and raping our women and taking our land, whether you're a Jew or whether you're a Chinese person or whether you're a Nazi skinhead, I don't care what you are. Whatever you think you are, coming from any nation, Irish, English, Mexican, familia, whatever the hell you think you are. When you were robbing our land and killing our people and raping our women and killing our children and starving us and giving us diseases that we did not need to deal with, this is one thing. You never, ever want to cross the Apache. That will be my homeland security for real. And they are welcome to protect me in my land. You rent from the landlord, not from this kind of psycho that only cares about money. We're going to get his information. So it's 28 UC 8R. It's a Hyundai Trancasa. Using his vehicle in a dangerous way. Right here. That's a 16-wheeler right there that nearly ran me off the road. So what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to give our shirt off our back to anybody. Then it doesn't have to be your neighbor. But what do these homeowners, what do they hate more than anything? You guessed it. They hate their neighbors. I was there to talk to that guy's neighbor because a lot of these look like the same house on the thing that we pinned. If you ever done this type of work, that makes them mad. They don't want me to be able to provide a free system to their neighbors, a free smart home system to their neighbors. They don't want that. It makes them mad. But you can offer a neighborhood package so anybody can get the system. They don't have to be a new homeowner. The reason why it's a new homeowner is kind of like reservation land in a way. They haven't completely moved in. So all the things and laws and regulations that homeowner had applied to their life left with them when they moved to Utah or they moved to California or they moved down the road. It left with them. So that's like an open space where the new homeowner comes in and then they're notified by the relocation manager. And the relocation manager is part of the closing process so that they can have proper security, right? Like, for example, this right there. They have proper security. That's a new sign. That's how you can find out. Another thing that I do want to talk about. I understand that you don't want the system, but you don't have to get crafty and try to go for the person's honor because we have to protect our honor as men. So I'm like, completely understand. Then he finally wants to get to a point, right, where he wants to say, look, you can go ahead and go. That's not a problem. But what I'm trying to establish to him is that the place that he's telling me to get off belongs to me. That belongs to Native Americans. That's what we're going to learn when we go with the New Liberty Party. We're going to learn the Republicans and the Democrats are wrong because they don't treat the Native American correctly. Both of them. Biden didn't, and neither did the other guy. That we can't really mention his name, right? Now, the Republican Party, as well as the Democratic Party, will both be stopped by the New Liberty Party. They'll be stopped in their tracks. I'm not here to do anything but to filter everything I do. I'm using the word filter into 4 things. That's what RIB is. RIB is my military. I have the right to have my own military as a leader. I don't have to use your military. I don't have to use your army. I don't have to use your Navy. Your Navy is bad mouth speaking people that rape women and use the web basically to their advantage. They use the dark web. The dark web is run by the Navy. They're corrupt people that sell drugs. I don't have to use your Army, Navy, Air Force, or Marines that are corrupt, and your officers that are also corrupt and mostly have been part of those branches. I use RIB. I'll be protected. You'll sign the treaty over to me. I will reform the entire country. Now, I'm not after the Democratic Party, the Republican Party. They're not going to be around. Those parties aren't going to be around to even compete. I don't compete with donkeys, and I don't compete with elephants. I have two spirit animals. One's a cat. Do I mean a lion? I might mean a big cat. I might mean a mountain lion. I might mean a domestic cat. Hey, a domestic cat will eat a freaking mountain lion if the mountain lion's dead. You know the lion that you are, the Lion of Judah? A domestic cat will eat that Lion of Judah if that Lion of Judah is dead. You follow me? My army is a cat. That's what my soldiers wear. They wear a symbol like this, right here, of the cat. The reason why is a cat's a great hunter. And the dove. Those are my two symbols. The cat and the dove. The New Liberty Party are two parties, basically, when it comes to protection. The dove is what I filter it through. I filter it through faith, hope, love, and charity. You can't beat that. You can't beat faith. You can't beat hope. You can't beat love. You cannot beat charity, so you lose. Any answer you throw at me to ridicule my party and my people will go through a filter of faith, hope, love, and charity. Well, let's see how that feels with faith, love, hope, and charity. Let's see how that logically goes through faith, hope, and love, and charity. Let's see how your party, and let's see how your laws, and let's see how your science and the ways that you kill people. This is what this country does. We are the great Satan. And let's listen to this. Let's see how it works with faith, love, hope, and charity. Everything I say is what you represent in your Constitution that I represent. For I do not take you with the sword. I take you with the purple pen. The pen that's purple that's near me. That's what I write your name down. Your badge, your rank, your association, and your title is all I need, officer. Your badge number, your rank, your association, your title to stop your army that kills babies and enforces abortion. You will know the New Liberty Party, for we represent faith, hope, love, and charity. You're on my land, And I'll cut that because I'm also Disney. I like Disney and Walt Disney. One of my favorite guys was Adam the Woo. Welcome to the New Liberty Party. We're not asking to take this country. We are the country. So, as a Native American, knowing that many have taken the land, I'm not against other cultures. But what I'm trying to lay and establish is that this land that we call the beloved United States of America does not belong to us. It's not our land. We rent it from the Native American people. The Native Americans are our landlords. They are the people that run the bill because they were here first, and we treat them like crap. They're the worst people, or it comes to the worst people in school. I'm not saying that they're worst people, but they're low spirit in school. They do bad in school. They don't do well in education. They're forced out of homes if they try to make it in this world, and they have to go back to the reservation with their head down. They're investigated by the police or treated like crap, and sometimes they're even killed. Marlon Brando tried to protect them whenever they protested in San Francisco. So Marlon Brando tried to protect the Native American people in Alcatraz. They've been harassed by the legality of what the white man created, and it's not their land. It's not your house. This was the Native Americans' place. You're still renting. You thought you were a new homeowner and you could go kill people and have your own land. No, you're renting on a huge reservation. That reservation is called the United States of America. That's the first thing we're going to learn. That's the first thing we're going to sit down and admit it. Okay, we're wrong. We're going to admit it. That's why Marlon Brando rose up and stuff and protested with them. They were killed during the Alcatraz protest. They were killed. They died protesting, trying to be an American that they didn't even really understand these things, right? What did they want? They wanted their land. What are you kicking me off of? The land that you don't own. You don't really own it. You think you own it. Brad Pitt, you don't own your land. Bradley Cooper, you don't own that mansion. It owns you. And another thing too, that land belongs to your Native American people. That's what you took the dream from when you're crying from the little Jew guy, James Lipton, the big old fat ass. You know why you were crying? You know why you were crying? You're crying because you took my fucking dream, you asshole, Roman Catholic. I'm not exactly a Protestant. You come across a wasp, one that's going to sting your ass, you little fucking pussy. I know you're too pussy to work with me and you're too scared, so is Will Arnett. I don't care about his big fucking muscles. What my people will do, you'll understand. And when I'm giving you orders when I'm giving you orders on the set, I'm not giving you orders. I'm giving you commands, motherfucker. I'm not afraid of your family. Screw your family. Screw your mother and your drama. Fuck you, Bradley Cooper. Fuck you, Brad Pitt. Fuck your Hollywood world. Let me tell you something. Hollywood belongs to Cole Spivey. Fuck you, Bradley Cooper. Fuck your stupid mother and your Roman Catholic Church. Fuck you. You know what you got stung by? You got stung by a wasp and it hurts. Fuck you, little fucking pussy. When you talk to a little fucking Jew, you're a fucking little private Jew. Little Jew Lipton, the big atheist. Crying, you know why you're crying? Because you stole my fucking dream, you little pussy. I'll take you on any day. You know what? I don't need your muscles and your fucking pussy Will Arnett faggot. He may have all the muscles. Listen, I know you guys sit in the gym for 6 hours a day and try to fucking get it all fucking off and stuff. I don't fight with muscle. When you meet this and I'm on set and giving you an order, it's a command. You better follow it. It ain't going to be about money, fuckhead. And by the way, I was cut off several times on some important speeches. I am mad. I'm mad. Because listen, he got power that he does not deserve with his marijuana smoking ways. I'm talking about Bradley Cooper. He does not deserve what he has. He knows that it was given to that probably by God or Satan. Who gives a shit who gave it to him, right? But he has it, and I don't. Right? So he's making his stupid little movies, making some stand-up comedy routine, and he has hate talkers, right? I'm one of them. There's a reason why. Because he's not good at what he does. He's good at being a movie star, and that's it. Some guys can only be a movie star. Let the camera go. Give me the funding. I don't care if it comes from Spielberg's people, but give me the funding and see what I can fucking do with it, pussy. Because I know you can't do anything with it. You ain't going to win Best Picture for anything, okay? And if it is, it's rigged. You ain't going to win it for that faggot Bernstein crap, so you didn't win it for that. Why don't you give me a chance? Why don't you give me a chance? Why don't you give me a chance? Why? Because you don't want the name of God to be mentioned. The name of God will be mentioned in your ear. It's the last thing you'll hear. There's a pagan symbol right there. The wasp doesn't need that. See, the thing about Bradley Cooper is he has to make sure nobody hates him or he loses. Marlon Brando was the same way. If he went to a room and someone hated him, he'd leave, right? So leave the fucking country, pussy. See, when it comes down to it and you're just nice and you keep asking and you just keep doing your job and you keep your mouth shut and you don't be this, what's it called, the squeaky wheel that gets the oil, then you don't get it. You know, you don't get it. Because he's about Jesus and he's about love. No, Jesus was about sharing. Jesus would have stepped down and gave it to the right person. He would have gave it to Cole Spivey. Because I was the one that wanted it. That's why I was there. That's why I was suspended. I was angry. Because I felt it going to someone else. So if I'm asking for it, which I am, and I'm asking for funding from several of my projects. I have about 5 good projects already lined up and one I'm writing on right now. Why not give me the funding? That's all I'm asking for. What's holding you back? Is it because I didn't ask nicely? Well, fuck you. Because I know not to ask nicely. That's what I'm saying. You're a selfish Roman Catholic person that thinks that you're better than everyone else. You're not better than everyone else. I want one thing that to let you know, because I lost my sister this year to suicide. You glamorized suicide in A Star Is Born. I did not like that. You glamorized it. Okay? You made it glamorous to kill yourself. That's a stupid lowball thing to do. It doesn't solve the issue of the plot. In The Star Is Born with Barbara Streisand, he is killed, but it's an accident. So you glamorize. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. And also, I would have told Spielberg to fuck off if he said, hey, why don't you play Bernstein? Because I'm a fucking heterosexual, you fucking faggot. You fucking Jew. Huh? Because that's what you are, dude. You're an Israeli Hebrew that does not believe in Jesus Christ, and one of my directors says you probably are going to HE double hockey sticks because that's what you are. If you want to call me anti-Semite, who cares? Everyone's a freaking anti-Semite nowadays. Everyone is. It's like Network. Everybody is. And you want Marlon Brando to stand up, who treated the Jews perfectly fine, working with Stella Adler and all those people, making them great. How many of them thousands, okay? He was like Schindler's List in Hollywood, okay? He loved the Jews, the Israelis, or whatever. But just because I say it, like, did you eat? Do you have the funding? You had the funding, but you had to find a way to get there. Well, this is the way I found to get there. Because that's what you are, man. You're a selfish J-E-W. And your Roman Catholics are selfish too, because they work together against the Protestant. Give me a shot. You got the money. You got $5 billion freaking dollars. You are a selfish J-E-W. I don't care if it's anti-Semitic. You say it so you can keep and make more and kill more. You're a killer. And Disclosure Day sucks. It does, because everybody on YouTube says it sucks. So I'm not going to go see it. I did like Jaws, don't get me wrong. But what am I supposed to fucking do, you asshole? I asked for it. That's how I asked for it. That's my dong in the morning room. Remember when Brando had it? He had the little thing and he hit the little dong. He says, I'm going to direct One-Eyed Jack. And it sucked. But you know what? He'd got to direct his own movie before he died. And One-Eyed Jack sucked. So I might have a consultant to help me direct it. Stop acting like a selfish person and stop playing the fucking race card. Stop playing the race card. I have some problem speaking, but stop playing the race card. I hate that. You're an anti-Semitic or anti-Semite or whatever. Who cares about Schindler's List? You know? Wake up. Who cares about Ray Fiennes' role where he's shooting fucking Jews and the Holocaust and all? Who gives a shit? It's over with. It's over. Wake up. It's over. It's over. 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust. 85 million people died in World War II. Many of them were American soldiers. Yeah, they made Marlon Brando make a public apology against the Jewish people for saying that they had better schools. Well, here's the thing. Who cares? Lucas has $5 billion. Spielberg probably has about the same. And they don't share it with anyone but the Roman Catholics. Okay? That's wrong. And they hate Jesus Christ because they're not going to give it to any of the funding to him. And so he's sitting there having an interview about, homosexuality. That's fine, but people can speak up against it. They can say that well, why are you glamorizing that? I'm just being real. Why are you glamorizing it, It's told usually by Queer Nation as a struggle that's very different than how it's told in Bernstein, okay? It's celebrated in a different way. And don't say that I don't understand it, because a lot of my friends because I come from the theater. Okay, I come from the theater. But what I'm trying to say is it's understood a different way. I'm not gay bashing, which you'll say that I am. And you know what? But you know what? Sometimes you have to do a little bit of gay bashing to at least get a point heard. But I'm not doing that. What I'm trying to say is that it was glamorized the wrong way. And so is suicide. And when these things happen and it affects other people, I think they should stand down. And I think when the funding goes to another person, then they're forced to stand down. You see, if Bradley Cooper asked for $2 million for a project, I can't even ask for $100,000. Hell, I can't even ask for $1. I don't get $1 from Spielberg or from any of his people. I don't get anything. You know what I get? I have to knock on doors and beg about alarm equipment. Okay, it wastes my time, and I have to make a show about it. Okay, so let me explain something. I don't get the opportunity that he gets because of his Roman Catholicism. It's because of his religious background. And here's the thing, that's wrong, because I worked just as hard as he did with Lipton's people in Hollywood. Now, Lipton would be mad at me for making a low blow, but I'm not saying the N-word, okay? And Quentin Tarantino does. And I'm not saying the N-word, which I could. I did one time on the sidewalk because this guy was laughing nonstop all night long. I could not have proper sleep, nor did I have proper food, okay? I don't have the things I needed to beat that fucking Yankee, which is what he fucking is. All I have to say to Spielberg and to Bradley is the South will rise with the New Liberty Party and RIB. And I'll tell you what to do. And then you'll know. You'll ask me, Cole, what do I do? Give me the funding as your first step. This is how I'm asking for it. Okay? This is the only way to ask for that type of money. Then once it goes forward, you can look at the violent scenes or whatever you think is violent or whatever in it, because I got some that does have it, and I have some that are almost church-based, Christian, faith-based dramas, okay? I got faith-based dramas as well as Brian De Palma kind of stuff. You're too scared to give me a shot because I'll show up people like David Lynch or Quentin Tarantino. Now, I'm not going to essentially say David Lynch, okay? I'm not going to say David Lynch, but I will say Quentin Tarantino, because the only thing Tarantino has is his dialogue. That's it. That's all he has. He has his dialogue. He's not much of a filmmaker. He's not Jacques Lecoq, okay? Or no, Jacques Lecoq was in the theater. I'm sorry. the other Jacques, the other guy, fucking Truffaut. Okay, what I'm trying to say is he's not necessarily a band apart. He's not necessarily new wave. He's not necessarily the guy that made Breathless. Okay, which he knows the whole crew. Okay, he knows how to name the whole crew. He's an encyclopedia of cinema. I give that to him. Who gives a shit? He ain't gonna give me $1. You're not gonna give me $1, but I'll raise the money. I'll find a way to do it. And listen, when it comes time and you're on my set, I'll fire your ass like a fucking Taco Bell manager if you mess up on a burrito, which I don't even know if they do that, but I'll fire your ass if you don't fucking listen to me. That's what the director does. I got a vision, I got a quest. Don't get in my way with your faggot movies. That goes to Quentin Tarantino. Fuck you too, because you want me to say fuck you too. Although I do like Reservoir Dogs. It was Jean-Luc Godard that I was thinking of, and then also Robert Russa. None of them are that, you know. I mean, none of them are David Lynch. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, you know. And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's not as good as I thought it was. It's just there's like a crane shot that didn't need to be there, you know. I think it's just a huge crane shot, like when DiCaprio is crying, he's talking about the Mexicans, he's getting all race card with the Mexicans, like don't cry in front of the Mexicans. Then he goes to this huge crane shot. He didn't need that. He's probably embarrassed of that crane shot. I would be. He's laughing about it. I know he laughs. I know exactly the type of person Quentin Tarantino is. I'm not going to pull his race card on the fact that he's Italian. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pull the race card. But I can tell you this. He pulls the race card and gets away with almost bloody murder, which he does get away with. He is in Rib, which is the novel I'm writing. All this is based in a novel, a fictional novel. He is Clinton Snaracino. They're going to mispronounce it. The actors will pronounce it Snaracino or something, or Snaracino or something. They'll say some weird. The way I pronounce something is not the same way the actor pronounces it. So they're not going to say Snaracino if they read for it. It's a novel. Okay, that's what it is. It is a novel. Whether you like it or not, it will be a novel. And it's 102 chapters right now. It deals with everything from time travel to people camping in Alaska. It deals with just whatever I want it to deal with, okay? But he is a creative, okay? Quentin Tarantino is a creative. I actually do like his stuff, okay? But I don't worship him like all his fans do. I think there's some flaws in what he does. I think it's too stylized sometimes. I think it's too dang, not Fellini. It's not that crazy. It's not surreal per se. It's not necessarily surreal. But it's cartoony, and it gets kind of crazy, but it's fun and entertaining, okay? I do think he's kind of a sellout. I did not think that with Reservoir Dogs. So I did walk out of Pulp Fiction, and then I saw it later on VHS tape and liked it. Even though I think it deals with a lot of crazy stuff that I don't want to think about. I thought Jackie Brown was going in a better direction. So he got out of Pulp Fiction, he went to Jackie Brown and did some other stuff. I'm not a Quentin Tarantino bashing time, but it's a time to question. Wait a minute. Here's a guy that knows everything about cinema. Wait a minute. Everything about cinema is not meant to be understood. Okay? That's like a scientist going and like Einstein walking up and saying, look, I know everything about science. Einstein didn't do that. And I don't think Quentin Tarantino does, but he does know the crews that he should not know. You know, he knows like a great amount of knowledge that you don't want to go in jeopardy with Quentin Tarantino when it comes to the film thing. You'd lose. But that's the way you think. He's a whiz kid, you know, with his opinion. So I don't have to worship him. I don't have to worship any Hollywood director. I even think David Fincher is somewhat of a sellout. I definitely don't necessarily like Christopher Nolan's stuff, okay? I don't think there are really any art house films in Hollywood, and I think that David Lynch said it was dead. I think Rib is a surreal cop drama, and there's mentions of time travel and time warp, that they would not bet on in a million years because they don't want to lose a lot of money. So they can puss out. I'll find a way to get it done.